How's it going, guys? We're back working on the MR2 again, and today we have the new fuel injector rebuild kit. Just came in the mail yesterday, and we're gonna take some time, break into the motor, and start working this. Wondering why I'm going through all this trouble? It's because I just really want this car to run. And if that means that I have to go through and replace every single part until it's actually running again, then that's probably what I'm gonna do. So we've already removed this bracket, and now we kind of have access to this fuel rail, but there's some wires and stuff in the way. So we're gonna take some time, remove those, and then it's just 3 bolts to get the fuel rail off. Easy enough. Should be good.
Smoking that Joe, member of the family, nobody wanna know. Smoking Joe, toke on that bro. Look, you gotta get out of Burnham. Everybody's always saying that, spraying gas.
So you'll probably notice I didn't disconnect the fuel lines, and it's because I'm not really super worried about those. It's a closed loop system, so there's 2 hoses that are connected to the fuel rail, and honestly, I'm just being lazy. I don't really feel like disconnecting those, especially when it's just 3 bolts and I'm just trying to pull the injectors. Will it introduce air into the system? I don't know. I don't really think it's that big a deal. If it does, it's just gonna get burned up. So it is what it is, I guess. So that's 1 bolt, 2, and 3. So now, this just pops right off. They're held in with O-rings. I have replacement O-rings and everything ready to go. That's what this rebuild kit is. So we're gonna pull the rail off. That's gonna take the injectors out with it, and then we'll be able to fix them up from there. Also, another thing to make sure when you're pulling this is there are these Delrin spacers. They will drop and fall into the intake manifold, so make sure you hold on to those. That was weird. I think fuel might have been the issue this whole time, because I had fuel dumped from injector 2, but not 3 and 4, and I feel like I'm gonna have some come out of number 1 also. Yep, that's fuel out of number 1. Get this last spacer. So now that we have the injectors out, I'm gonna use this tool, which is a pretty cool little tool. It's a neat little dude. It's really just, it's as simple as a screw inside a little cylinder, and the purpose is to pull the nets out of your old injectors. And that's one of the things we need to do, so that way we can make sure everything's good to go, and it's just part of the rebuild process. So we have all our parts here to rebuild and the old injectors here, so I'm gonna line them up and start breaking them down. See, quick and easy. Just pulls out your old filters, just like that. All right, so we have the injectors disassembled now. We're just pulling off these last little grommets. And then after that, I'm just gonna give them a quick wipe down. Get rid of any dirt, anything like that. And then start reinstalling everything else, and we should be good. Yeah, we got 2 dry injectors and 2 that are completely soaked. So I think the problem was that I just wasn't getting fuel to 2 of the injectors, which makes sense because it wasn't staying running. So I think somewhere 2 of them just got clogged, and hopefully this solves that problem. All right, open up the bag of new stuff. So I'm gonna be 100% honest. I still don't know what these injectors need this for. I don't know where they go. They don't go on that. They don't go on that. So I think they're just additional pieces. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Here's the little cap. I have no idea what this is for. These are different. You can see these are a little different than the ones I had before. Maybe it'll make a difference. Who knows? It might seal better. It might seal worse. We'll find out when I finish this up and we get to kick the car on. It's nice that there's a couple extra pieces in here too. And now we just install the baskets and we're good. If you don't know what I'm talking about the filters that we just pulled out. There. These guys, just slap those into the top and you're good to go. All right, put the rest of the unused hardware back in the bag so that way we just have some extra. I did get 2 sets of extra hardware. So, you know, if anything goes bad or whenever the full injectors come in, because I did order actual new injectors. So whenever those come in, if I need to replace parts, I will still be able to. So now we're gonna actually put everything back together and try and kick the car over. So hopefully everything we did works. I have high hopes for it because really all we needed to do was just work the injectors. So hopefully this solves the problem we've been having. And then just before we put the injectors back in the block, we're gonna install these spacers. So that way we could just put everything in one fell swoop and not have to worry about stuff just floating around all willy-nilly. And then we tighten everything down and button up the rest of the block and we're good to go. So this is pretty quick and easy. It's not the most invasive procedure, so you can knock it out pretty easy. I think it's maybe only taken me about an hour to do all of this. So it's not too bad. As long as you go in with intention and know exactly what it is you're getting after, you're good to go. So definitely make sure that they are tightened down evenly. Now we just plug the connectors back in and we're off to the races. Hopefully we're off to the races. And then vacuum lines, and that's good to go. I'm not really gonna worry about installing the throttle cable right now because it doesn't make a difference. It's just gonna be closed throttle the entire time. I just wanna get the car kicked over and see if this did the job. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Fingers crossed.